Hey, what up, YouTube land, my fellow bike riders, boys and girls, men and women. Here to just, before I get some sleep, just want to give you guys an update. If you notice, let's start with my Specialized first. Nothing new besides the pedals. All I did was took the side handles, right, and actually gave it more of a lower style. As well, I raised my seat up higher. So keep in mind, it's a hybrid as well as a fitness bike. So I can pretty much do whatever I want. I said before I can add the fenders, back and front, or just regular racks or baskets, water bottle. But I pretty much want to leave it like, I want to leave it like this. Kind of like the whole, it's like the more I ride it every day, the more I'm learning about it. It's like the bike and I were having this bond. It's like a spiritual connection. So, as you can see, like I said, so it gives me more now, even though the frame is an angle, it's not an actual, the road bike style or straight tube, so angle, right? I still get that. Now I get that traction with the pedals, straps, right? Higher seat and straight side handles. Because I find myself still using the regular with the grips going up the hill. But then there's that moment when I'm going down and my shift's already. Oh man. So I'm gonna let you guys let you know how that works out when I keep adjusting the side handles. Alright, so another thing what I've done here. Notice this mess right here on the floor, right? So what I've been doing, some of my tools, I don't got all the bike tools I need. Show you. This is just, regular. My favorite, of course, is this right here. This right here, take out 80 nuts. But this is my preference, and there's also, I actually needed the old school version. None of this an actual wrench, but I think I left it at the job. So now, this is what I've done, right? See this bike right here? Regular, steel frame, used to be a cruiser. Have the old handlebars, the chairs. So what I did was, this was my first, this is my first bike, right? Since I got to Arizona. It was a cruiser. Something I found in Craigslist. I didn't really have enough money. So I got this for 50 bucks. Like, screw it, why not? $50, right? So I had the handlebars and that chair on the floor. Oh, I apologize for the reflectors. So I have the flash on. So anyway, it's not a big deal. It's an amateur video. So what I did, right? So this is what I used to go to work in. About 5 miles on a cruiser. Arizona highway. So what I did, right? I decided to go. I found a shortcut. There's a desert, the desert, right? That leads back into the road. So I needed something quick. Got the path mark. Pathmark. That's a shop. That's a supermarket back in New York. Went to Walmart. Got me a quick trail bike with suspensions, and and it was decent. It's a Mongoose Ledge. Well, it used to be. So this was my second bike going to work, and I started cutting through the desert trails. So as days pass on, had some extra money. Actually, hold on. I decided excuse me, to get these tires right here. The rims is the Walmart part. The only thing that was good about this bike was these 27s and a half, right? So I decided to get these, look at the traction. Alright. This one's still good as tire. Has the the thorn resistant tube, plus they got these good trail tires. So I used to use these tires on this Walmart bike, right? So, like I said before, I don't really clean out my tires because it gives a brief history of what I've been. Still desert sand and yeah. So I was running on these tires, daytime, nighttime, and I had those lights on this bike. So pretty much I was pretty much dealing with this bike to go to work while I was saving up for this one. Had this one, of course, on layaway. It's one of the best bike I had in a long time. So I decided, yeah. And I'm glad I picked the right bike, pretty much, because it's for commuting, So and also at the same time, you're training, and then you have whatever setup. This is my setup. Like I said, I got the straps, the handles. You don't know, there's a lot of people that have these fitness bikes, Specialized or Trek. I'm not sure of Giant, but those other major brands, a lot of guys usually, their fitness bikes is pretty good. I just happen to like Specialized. I haven't had a Specialized for years. I used to be a Trek guy. So most guys will usually have their side handles up at an angle, like my last video. But I decided to go that route because I have a lot of unbelievable control in traffic. Put it this way, those handles makes and with the handlebars itself, it's great. Anyways, so what I did was, after crossing Pinnacle Peak, that desert, if you don't cross it, that's one of my shortcuts. So one day, during the daytime, thank God, that I guess I missed a rock or something, and it somehow managed to get to my back tire, and boom, hit the tube, and I don't know, something happened. So pretty much each tire is about $50-something, by the way. So now what I did was I disassembled this bike finally because I was bored. Not much to do when you live out here in Arizona besides bike riding or car racing. Maybe it's because I'm in the northern part of Phoenix, so I'm in the Deer Valley area. not too far from Happy Valley, Glendale, and so on. So what I did was, since I was bored, and an idea came to me, since I did spend over $100 on this bike, this one about 50. So you know what? Let me just work on my little Frankenstein cruiser bike. So if you notice, I took the seat, the Mongoose. You can look it up. I think it's called the Ledge trail bike, full suspension back, the fork, and I took the handlebars and pretty much left everything. I was thinking, I don't think the wheels fit. I was thinking, but I like the back tire definitely has the thorn resistant and the green slime thing going on, but not the front. But the front is also thorn resistant as well. So pretty much I see the seats pretty high, like This one though, if you notice the neck, I was hoping, but I know it was not gonna happen. And I don't have the wrench anyway, and I don't think it's gonna fit. I wanted the more of the lower stem neck, but so this is a Schwinn Cruiser, right? Delmar. Like I said, I got it off Craigslist. This probably was a Walmart bike as well. I don't know. Steel frame, like this one, steel frame. Not this, of course, aluminum. So, anyways, I gave it a test run. Oh, single gear, by the way, and the brakes is pretty much you press the pedal back. So it's that type of old schoolness I like. Pedals the same. Only thing I changed was the handlebar and the seat. And now it rides a lot better. This is a nice mod. So now I decided to take this as my workout bike. So if I'm going to the gas station, New York, we have bodegas. Over here got gas stations, convenience stores. So right here, instead of always taking this, even though I have a few U-locks and this and that, but people are not going to be paying attention to this more as they pay attention to this. This is, depending where I go, heavy, tight security. Next video, I'll show you guys my locks, what I use. So stay tuned. And pretty much that's it. I made a quick single rider, kept the wheels. It's not the original wheels for this bike, by the way. It's one with the white strip. So pavement ready. Like my little race cruiser. But it's still frame, not aluminum. So when you go down the hill, get ready. So you're probably going to spin out. I'm not sure the teeth, how big the crank or the cogs. Going to have to probably get on my knees and count. So that's not a fun thing. So I'm just going to go by. Eventually I'm going to upgrade just for bigger teeth. But the chain and the teeth is fine. Look how long it is. So it's like, So, and then I'm lower, right? I'm riding low more, so I'm cutting more. So, once you start going, there's a fun little city cruiser, my own version, nothing big. Pavement bike, get around, workout bike. So I was meaning instead of buying a fixed gear or any, so I'm happy with this and just do just for fun, just keep upgrading this bike eventually. But hopefully by next week should have my whole GoPro cam set up so I could give you guys a preview on these bikes, hills and everything. So pretty much I'm excited. Gotta take care of business this week. Then next week we go GoPro. Let's hope, if they have it. That's a long story, but next time. Could have got it today, but So anyways, hopefully next week. But meantime, I drop other videos about security, safety, locks what I use, and so on. So you guys have a good night. God bless, and happy riding all day, every day. 6 times on Sunday.